I'm going to
My recording is running. There we go.
get a link up in the Discord.
Oh, I might as well put it. A link to yours stream and I guess mine.
Okay.
Yeah. Just throw a link in my general chat as well, if you want.
Okay. One moment here. Oh, how's your Discord been?
Very quiet. Very, very quiet.
Alright, I am ready whenever you are, good sir.
Oh, I said I'm already recording, so.
Oh, okay. Would you like to introduce us?
Oh, is your stream already going?
It is now.
Oh, you put it in Games General?
Yeah, you said general, so that's
Sorry,
like
I meant the
general
Realm
looking.
chat, but okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Perfect intro, we've already been messing it up. Okay.
I know, right?
Hello there everyone, this is Iron Mark III. I am joined by he who shall not be named, the Mad Cat with the Cyborg Eye, the Mad Doc.
I thought you weren't going to name me.
I didn't because you're called Dama Doc, not the Mad Doc.
Oh, okay.
Haha! I got you to speak without naming you.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, and welcome to Pimp Mah Boat.
Before we started the stream here, we thought it'd be interesting to kind of show you guys kind of our differences in the styles here. One of the things that has been kind of a point of contention in Ion's Let's Play is just what kind of craft his little starter boat here is. And it seems like it just keeps bouncing between destroyer and frigate. So I wanted to show off what I consider a destroyer and what I consider a frigate. This guy over here, the one with the three turrets, the double cannons on it, that's my destroyer that I'm currently working on for my Let's Play of Quest for Eater. The smaller one here that's painted and everything with the single barrel cannons, that's my frigate. One in the middle, that's Ion ship.
Which I was referring to through the last part as like, it's a frigate destroyer, and it is being routinely destroyed by frigates, so... But yeah, well, this stream is going out before the next part of Small Fries does. But my video of this, since I'm doing a video recording rather than stream, will be going out after the part of Small Fries does. So this is actually a Javelin class destroyer, technically.
All right then.
So, but it's still like a, well, compared to Dama's frigate, it's actually a lighter frigate. It's only like 3/4 of the cost of his next to it.
Yeah. Also, you guys had to remember that I've been building craft in 2.4.9, whereas I've been building in the current stable branch. So.
Yeah, so it's a bit hard to directly compare performance, but
Yeah. Also, prices too, because in 2.4.9, my coat of arms frigate here, it's easily below like 70k. So we already have someone in my chat here. Guy Va, he says hello, guys. I hope I'm not. Yeah, I hope I'm not butchering the name there. But thanks for coming to hang out with us here.
Yes, hello to you too. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to
Right.
Pimp Mah Boat. Now, I would like to mention, by the way, that was an aside. None of the 4 craft currently on screen are going to be pimped today.
Yes,
Yeah.
we just thought it'd be interesting to show these off. So
Yeah, comparing build styles, which is nice.
all right. Well, if it's okay with you, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start removing some of these.
Sure, yeah. They have served their purpose.
Yes. Also, all my craft, I try to make them available for you guys to look at on my Discord. There is a link in the description, so if you want to hop on over there and download them from the stream blueprint dump, you can pick them up from there. I'm afraid it's blow up more than...
No, my ship's blown up again. No.
Am I bringing back some very nasty nightmares, Ion?
I think I have post-traumatic stress with that particular ship blowing up when I don't want it to.
Can't say I blame you.
I need to go over the design of that thing, blooming it.
Alright, I get...
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna go ahead and load in, well, Existence was the first person, or our first customer slash victim for Pimp Mah Boat, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at some of his craft here that he submitted for that. He submitted us like 4 different blueprints here, and he just basically said pick one and run with it, so that's basically what we're gonna do here. I'm gonna start by spawning in the Germania.
Actually, Dama, he said take one and do an airship conversion.
Yeah. That isn't that kind of what I said?
You said take one and run with it.
Yeah.
Yes, slight difference, but
okay.
It will be shiny.
Yeah.
It will fly.
Anyway.
Maybe.
As you guys can see, he's done a lot of great detail work on this. I mean, the iron cross over here, that looks amazing.
That actually looks rather nice, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think the entire thing needs to be gold plated though to make this appropriate for Pimp Mah Boat.
That's not a bad idea.
I was kidding.
What?
Don't do that.
What?
Oh.
Anyway, that's the Germania.
No, I'm just looking at what he did with the anchors at the front. Nice.
Yeah, that looks amazing, doesn't it?
He's done some great mimic work at the front there.
Mm-hmm. And next we had the Project 15B HMS Baroness.
Receiving.
Yeah, that thing... That looks almost like, I can't remember the name of it, but... I think it's a Nelson class? Nelson class battleship, am I correct, Ian?
Don't ask me, I'm only British. It does look like something we'd do though, to be honest.
A Nelson class, yeah. Again, he done some very good work here with the turrets. He is an amazing builder when it comes to aesthetics.
Can we pull out the other one? My frame rate's dropped. I'm worried about the recording.
Yeah, I was kind of worried about that myself. I wasn't quite sure how to go about it, but yeah, I'd have to delete it. So
I said, well, pull out a play.
It's going to take a little while to blow up. Oh yeah, we can pull them out of play, can't we?
Yeah, because we don't know which one we're going to be pimping yet. So you're going to have to spawn it back.
No, I can't pull it out of play.
Oh, wait, you can't?
Because we're in designer. Or we're in multiplayer. I don't think you can pull stuff out of play in multiplayer, can you?
That's the point.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Chug. The frames, boss, the frames! Oh my god, the frames!
Luckily, I don't seem to be dropping frames from my recording, so it's just going slow.
Yeah, I'm in degraded mode right now.
I'm not for some reason. I just have low frame rate.
This stream is, we are playing a game called From the Depths, and we are going to be taking one of these 4 ships that we're showing off right now, and we're basically going to pimp it out. Basically, the concept behind Pimp Mah Boat is we either pimp the boat up to the specifications of the person submitting the craft, or they give us free reign and we just go cray-cray on it and see what comes of it.
In this case, to be specific, we've been told to do an airship conversion on one of the craft, the 4 craft that Existence submitted to us.
Yes.
We're just waiting for the other one to die so that we can actually get on with it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Existence usually builds big craft as well, so...
Yeah. No, I could probably hop into this one and just start deleting turrets so there's like less lag when we go to despawn it.
It might even be faster to just reset the lobby after each one.
Actually, that is a very good idea.
Well, they won't be loaded if you do that, so go ahead if you want to reset the lobby.
Yeah, let's just reset the damn lobby.
Ooh, Existence has dropped in the chat.
Yeah, hey Existence. What's going on, man? Alright, we'll just start from scratch here.
Yeah, we were just talking about how we've not
Existence
seen you recently. So,
yeah. He's kind of taken a bit of a sabbatical from the depths.
Can't say like that.
Anyway, we got the Project 13, I'm sorry, Project 30 battleship.
Well, I'm going to be reading comments out because I noticed that once again your stream doesn't actually have the chat box overlay in there.
Yeah, that is kind of a limitation of the reporting software I use. So
I thought you use OBS Streamlabs.
Am I not? I'm on OBS 24.0.1.
Yeah, because OBS is what I use, and I've got chat box.
Oh, well, I might have to get with you in between streams here and figure out how to do that.
Anyway, Existence's comment is, personally I would suggest converting the Dreadnought since it's the smallest craft.
Okay. Well, we haven't quite got to it yet, but
yeah,
I like what you did with the rear of the ship here. With the props, that looks amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ian.
No, I was looking as well. I was just like that this one is actually an unfinished one as well compared to the other two. So it's.
It looks like it's got some rail assistance going on here.
Yep. Some kind of rail assistance. Also, it's obviously in progress because there's clipping of some blocks under the turrets as well. So.
Oh yeah. I think he was just trying to figure out his turret placement.
Yeah, looks like. I kind of want to see if I can fire one of those guns off, honestly. But I don't think the ship's
Why the hell not?
Is the ship even equipped to do? No, the ship doesn't have any ammo storage.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Or any engine power for the rails. So.
That's true. Okay, I guess we'll move on then. All right, I'm just gonna take us back to the lobby. Yep.
Oh, that is so much faster.
Ah, yes it is. Why the hell didn't I think of this sooner?
Because I'm the one that's crazy.
Exactly. Alright, so lastly we got his Project 31 Dreadnought. Which
is the one he suggests that we do, and he's right, it is got a bit smaller.
I like the bow on it.
Bow?
Yeah, I like the bow on it. I think I would try to sharpen it up with some of the wedges, but yeah.
Well, we all know I like to make pointy things, so...
You mean like the one on your head?
Yep, got to keep the rain off somehow. Now, do we do do we want to do this one actually, or do you think we should go with one of the other three?
That's a damn good question.
The first two were bigger, but they were also finished ships for a conversion work. The other two are in progress craft. Though, in terms of actual performance of the game and such, the Dreadnought is the easiest because it's the smallest. It's also got a full hull, so...
Yeah, we wouldn't have to do too much with the hull, it seems, though the sides do... They only have like one layer of metal.
That's because he wasn't finished with it. Also, hello Benzo, welcome to the stream.
Yeah, hey, what's going on, Benzo?
Benzo is asking, what specifically are we doing? Looking at unfinished
We're going to
boats.
try to make this sumbitch fly.
Yeah, unfortunately we're not looking at random unfinished boats, Benzo. We are doing the first part of Pimp Mah Boat.
Yes.
So we're going to be taking one of the hull's submitted by Existence, and we're going to turn it into an airship.
Yeah. So I think we should take Existence on his suggestion and start with this one. What do you think?
I'm hesitating because of the fact it's so unfinished. You know? Like, it's not a conversion if we outright finish the boat and then turn it into an airship.
Okay.
At least that's what I'm wondering. So
maybe the Nelson one or the Germania?
Well, they are bigger. They will cause us more issues, but that they are actually completed crafts. That's where I'm. Well, you get where I'm coming from, don't you?
No, I get exactly where you're coming from. But you're the one who running the potato, so that's why.
Well,
I'm
the thing is,
you.
well, you're the one hosting, so yours is the one that's actually doing the heavy lifting.
Mm-hmm.
When your stream was stuttering earlier, my frame rate was actually rock solid. So
very nice to know. Okay.
Yeah, so you're doing the heavy lifting, so you're cool.
I'm gonna have to figure out how we did these mimics here for the turret, but anyway, I'm getting distracted.
Well, we could do a cheapo one and just strap a load of balloons to it and say it's done. In fact, I wonder what that would look like. Shall we?
I'm morbidly curious to see this, actually.
Well, technically, it would fit the orders given to us. So yeah, just strap a load of hot air balloon blowers to the deck and then see if it flies.
Just to answer your question, Benzo, we are doing this in current. Existence is suggesting the Baroness.
The Baroness?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and bring that one back in.
I was strapping balloons to it.
You should have said something,
I did!
Barely. Anyway.
Well, if you remember, you remember the dirt fin?
Oh gosh,
I got that flying with balloons.
And that's why I'm saying you're the guy who gets stuff to fly that normally shouldn't.
Oh, there's the Baroness.
Yep. Yeah, that's the Nelson-looking one.
Yeah. I mean, this is clearly built and functional, so that was my main issue with the other two.
It looks like he was trying to get this to run on Steam at one point. I'm just wondering if we actually want to run this thing on Steam. But
my frame rate is actually tanking a bit now with this thing in play.
I'm not surprised.
Is it stable for you? Yeah, it's more stable for you than it is for me.
Yeah.
I hate to do this, but I think in the interest of stability, we might want to go with the Dreadnought after all. I'm not meaning to flip-flop back and forth, but it's like...
No, you're fine.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, sorry.
My PC is a potato. The hamster's on strike, so it's not running at full power.
Okay. Still, I like the aesthetic of that. That was actually pretty interesting. I'm going to try to spawn this a little bit further away so we don't have to worry about frame drops because the... oh, you already deleted it. Never mind.
Yeah, well, we weren't really using it, were we?
That is very true. Okay. So we want to get this thing to fly.
How can someone submit a design? I'm not sure how to refer to your name, honestly.
You can go to my Discord. There is a link in the description. And there is a chat room specifically made for this called Pimp Mah Boat. You can submit your designs in there. However, we do reserve the right to not do some because either size limitations and whatnot. So, just anything that could cause general issues for streams and things like that. Anywho, where would we like to start on? Do we want to...
For morbid curiosity, I am doing the poor man conversion.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll find some engines to put in here.
I'm thinking like get get this thing floating. Well, at least get it out of the water as a balloon type, and then just reset the lobby again, and then actually do it seriously. You know, because I don't think. Well, it'll be entertaining, but I don't think everyone wants this.
Didn't quite. Yeah, he didn't quite specify how to have this done.
He said just an airship. That's all he said.
Okay.
Balloons,
we'll be giving it some balloon armor. You're getting bonus balloon armor.
It's almost it.
Yeah, that almost got it out of the water, actually. Holy crap.
Well, we didn't put any balloons amidships, so let's go ahead and do some balloons amidships. So,
indeed.
I'm trying to keep it relatively balanced, but since we're not doing anything else to it, it's probably going to be a tad unbalanced.
Oh, yeah. That's okay, we're both a tad unbalanced.
This is true. Probably why we get along okay.
Probably so, yeah.
I think that's probably going to be enough. Okay, Q menu, deploy all balloons.
Also, forgot to mention that part of the Pimp Mah Boat, or I'm sorry, Pimp Mah Boat, is we're also going to be doing reviews of crab before we pimp them out. So.
Oh,
it's still in the water, Ion.
I know, but it's only like 1 meter of it in the water. It's almost there.
And like the entire top of it is covered with balloons.
Almost, though actually we can fit a lot more balloons in it still. I'm barely covering the top deck as it is. Like I'm actually.
It looks like a bunch of grapes.
This dreadnought shall be called the HMS Bunch of Grapes. For some strange reason, which is hidden for enemy intel. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, we got the ass end of it out of the water, folks. Here we go.
Pimp Mah Boat.
Yeah.
There we go. Airship conversion complete. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, Benzo, you can send basically whatever you want, but remember, we reserve the right to not do certain designs because they're too big and because Ion's computer's a potato.
Yep, it's clear of the water. It's an airship. Challenge complete.
Yay! Okay, do we want to do it for rear rail now?
I'm looking at the chat, honestly, because we haven't been paying attention a little bit. Rule Britannia from Benzo, yep.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, we answered Guvigver. I don't know how to do their name. How to submit a craft, and you mentioned that one. Yeah, it's just Benzo asking how to send the thing. So, yeah. Yeah, we are actually caught up on the chat. Sorry, I just wasn't sure, because I was glancing, it's like, what are all these messages? Yeah, I think we have an airship, but it's not quite what was intended. So. Yeah,
it's a little unbalanced.
It flies. That's what counts. It's technically it's only like 30 odd meters above the water, but it's still flying.
Okay, do we want to do this for real now?
Yeah. Go ahead and reset. Sorry, I was just like, I really wanted to see what that would look like.
That was funny.
Right.
All right, let's do this for real now.
Okay. Since the ship is only half complete, though, we will have to actually finish it technically.
Yeah. We might have to rush a little bit on a few parts of it, if I'm to be honest.
Do we actually want it to be viable or not? Key question.
That's up to existence, I suppose. But while we're trying to figure that out, I'm going to spawn in an engine platform.
Now, because if he wants it to be viable, then we have to actually do something that functions efficiently. If he doesn't, we can just slap a massive steam engine into it. And have all the power we would want.
What do you say, Existence? Do we want to make this thing viable or just have fun with it?
Well, the armor's not complete, among other things, so...
Yeah, that was one of my concerns I spoke of earlier.
Just need to wait a few moments to get a response.
Let's see here. This is usually a pretty good platform.
Covered with paint number 2.
And I got another one I like to use a lot. Yeah, this one's amazing.
Ew. Existence is saying he doesn't limit himself to things, so go crazy or go home.
Okay, so I guess we go Steam.
Right. Any preference of what kind of steam, Dama? Do we want a major piston engine, or do we want a steam electric turbine?
I think I like the aesthetics of the piston engine a little bit better, if I'm to be honest.
This is true, it's just a shame that they are kind of feature incomplete. Yeah, the turrets aren't properly built at all, and also I'm getting frame rate issues now because of the stuff you put in.
Yeah, my bad. I thought we were gonna like try to use some efficient fuel engines in this, but since we're not gonna worry about that, I just got rid of it.
Okay, I'm just finishing the deck amidships.
Okay.
So.
I think I'm going to grab onto one of these turrets and let's see here. I think I'm gonna work on the turret next.
Yeah, the turret next. The hull is not actually finished to that point where you can actually go around that. But at least I've sealed up the middle of the hull a little bit. So let's see. We need a steam engine. It needs to be a beefy boy. Resources are not.
Yes. Do we want this to be propelled by steam through the water?
It's an airship, Dama.
Yeah, just never mind. Forget I said that.
Why do I have a toaster, Benzo? Because I can't afford something better.
It's called money, Benzo. You need to go out and make it.
Me has none. Even though I work, literally all my money goes to. Well, seriously.
I'm assuming just usual life expenditures.
Yeah, life expenses just like consume all the money. Ever since I got thrown off disability, I just haven't been making enough, basically. So I got abandoned, and I'm struggling to cope. That's kind of what's happened, and that's why I have no money to do anything. Literally. Sorry, this is not meant to be what's going on here. This is not what's meant to be discussed. It's just.
No, you're fine. You're fine. They asked the question, you answered. Simple as that.
I did, but I tend to get a bit worked up about it. My apologies. Let's go ahead and start building something. Something.
Yeah.
I think that covers it. Yeah, something.
So here, these are triple barrel. Okay.
Okay. Since there's no kind of constraints on what we're going to do, I'm just going to put a massive steam engine in the center here.
Sounds good.
Adding a platform for it because why the hell not? Might even try to decorate it a little bit, you never know. But yeah, okay, steam engines. We want big ones.
Yes.
Go big or go home.
More power. Oh wait,
in.
I don't even know if you've seen that show.
Captain, I don't have the power. The button won't go any deeper into the console, Captain.
No, that's actually doing Tim the Toolman Taylor from Home Improvement. I don't even know if you guys have seen that show, but
I don't know.
Tim Allen's hilarious.
Well, remember, I also live under a rock, so yeah.
Yeah. How is rock life nowadays?
The moss is nutritious and delicious.
Hmm.
But the variety is not very good.
I thought you were going to throw out a pun and say, get rocks, or something bad like that. I don't know.
Tish. No, that's your time to think that way.
Oh, okay. Skippy is pretty bad with the puns, too.
Oh, God. Am I going to have to stop hanging around you guys? Is that what you're saying?
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, Skippy, I don't know if you've seen some of the stuff he posts in Rando, but some of it's pretty damn funny.
Oh god. Point.
We hang out in the same, or we hung out in the same D&D group before I moved, and yeah, we had all kinds of fun. Let's see here.
Ben. Benzo's asking some stuff in chat. Actually, sorry, that's why I was hesitating. Ben.
Yep. Questions about your disability stuff. It looks like
I used to have a disability. No, I've still got it. That's why it kind of sucks that I've been thrown off. It's I have Asperger's, which basically means my brain works a bit differently from other people's. It doesn't sound that much, and sometimes it's not severe, sometimes it is, but basically I just don't understand the world around me that well.
I would have never guessed.
Yeah, it's like common sense. It's like, huh? What? Kind of thing.
Okay.
But basically that's what phrase it. It's like you don't get the world around you is a little bit different for you than other people. Your brain doesn't work quite the same. So that can cause.
It's actually a form of autism.
Yeah,
if I remember correctly.
it is on the autistic spectrum, but there's actually movements to get it marginalised or just not recognised.
It's a bit. It's less pronounced. I guess would be a way. Yeah.
Depends on the severity and exactly what it affects.
That's true. That's true.
But my case is thanks to the fact I work as a shop assistant. Basically, I can fake it, and my blather switch has been well developed, so that's why I go like verbal a lot. But the understanding, the societal effects, the drive, normal basic functions, they are not that good in me at all. And as a result of what's happened is like I've been thrown off any and all support I was getting, and even then I was only getting like marginal support, but it was enough that I was actually in the black as far as my finances were concerned.
Yeah.
While still working a good amount as well.
Been trying to fight that still, or where's that been going?
I've been thrown off for like over a year, and they actually denied my appeal, so now I'm on second appeal, and it's.
I'm assuming it's here in America. You had to like see a doctor.
Well, the thing is, I got on disabled in the first place by a doctor.
Yeah.
So it was a doctor put me on it in the first place, and then it's like they just decided to take it away, and my appeal decided I'm a fully functional, well-adjusted human being, and I am not. And anyone who spends any time around me agrees with it. So
fair enough.
And people who are experiencing Asperger's agree with it as well. And it's like, oh no, that doesn't matter. So I am appealing again, but it's like there's no new information to go into it, say to try and change the outcome again. So it's like. And I got thrown off because I got confused in the actual appeal thing as well, so I was being too positive talking about how things are at the moment rather than how things were at the time. I was thrown off it, and it's like conflicting things going on. So this is meant to be about pimping a boat. It's not about how my life sucks. Come on. I'm getting too caught up in this. I'm sorry.
You're fine. I'm not worried about it. It's about having fun.
Thing is, I don't find this fun to talk about, but I go on about it because it's like it's been on my mind for years, literally.
Well, run with it. I mean, if you're comfortable with talking about it, I'm comfortable with listening. I mean, I got my own issues, which you've heard. You've heard a few of them already, so.
Yeah, as I said though, it's like blather switch.
Yeah.
It's something I know about, so I can talk freely about it, kind of thing. Without.
Yeah, I have no problem talking about that kind of stuff with people because I mean we all got our own issues, so.
Aye. On a more relevant note to the stream though, because this is not meant to be like talking about it. that. So we've got. You probably noticed that this, our engine power rating is climbing.
Yes. Did you put a big old boiler in there?
It's in midships in the middle of the ship right now, along with some resource storage and stuff.
Okie doke.
So this should fuel anything we need to.
Very nice, very nice.
Try and do stuff, and it's also a main piston drive as you requested as well. In fact, I should probably include. Yeah, I'm just going to include some cranks for generator charging in case we had a battery or something.
Okie doke.
Which is great on these things, actually. It's one of the best uses for an actual piston drive, because when the battery is full, it just diverts all power straight into the main engine output instead.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Working. And we have almost 100,000 power. I think that'll be enough to get this thing airborne.
Yeah, I think we might be good.
Maybe.
Do we just want to start strapping ion engines to the bottom of this thing, or what? Do we want to go Deadly Blades, or?
I was thinking like jets on the sides, actually, as the first platform. Higher up on the hull, so they are a little bit exposed, but
yeah.
It means they'll actually be above the waterline as well, so they can actually provide lift and such.
Okay.
That's one of the older things I did in terms of thrustercraft design. It's just like if it's going to sit in the water, make it so when it's sitting in the water, it has some thrust above the waterline in terms of jet, so it can take off. I'm just setting up PIDs now. Set fate point of 50 for altitude. You're the roll
I'm just kind of taking care of the turrets. I armored up the next.
You're the pitch control. Okay.
That looks good, I think. Let's see here. No, actually, I think I want to go with alloy on this.
Okay, time to start tearing chunks out of the hull.
I know, right?
Yeah. Just wondering how to do this neatly. Oh, I know.
Yes, Benzo, I did some single blocks. There's a reason behind that. The reason why I was doing it is because I wanted to keep with the wood grain, because that drives my OCD crazy if the wood grain gets messed up. I like the aesthetic.
Oh wait, I need to do one with some wedges, don't I? Oh wait, no I don't.
Stream broke for you. What do you mean?
Wait, what's happening?
Guy says, or
oh the no,
he says the stream broke for him.
It's not broken for me.
Really? Showing fine on my end.
I've just said refresh the page gov because I'm not sure what else to. I'm not sure what to say to the name. That's the thing.
I say we just call him Guyve.
Guyver?
Or Goov. Guyve? I don't know. Yeah, just refresh it, it'll probably be fine.
Yeah, sometimes it just breaks and that's all you need.
Anywho, back to where I was. Let's see here. Existence does his decking just a little bit differently. I mean, nothing wrong with that. I just I do a different pattern with it.
Yeah, that's 7 on the front. now, this is the other thing. Now the chat's just like talking about various things related to mental conditions. It's like I think I've derailed it a little bit.
That's fine. I mean, I got issues with depression and anxiety. I think I also have central auditory processing disorder, so yeah, I got my own issues.
Oh, jeez.
Actually, I spent some time in a mental hospital, so yeah, there's that too. So, I mean, it is what it is.
This is true.
Nothing I'm ashamed of. But at the same rate, it's something that you don't want to talk about unless you're sure you're comfortable with the other person, because some people have like a really bad reaction to stuff like that, and they treat you like a different person.
True. Though I know you're weird and you know I'm a nut job, so I think we're okay.
Yeah, we're both nuts, and that's what counts.
Okay, it's trying to do something.
And the best part about it is we can laugh at it.
That's one of the things I learned. It's like if you can't mock yourself, then don't mock anything else. Sorry. No, what? That's not what I say to the customers.
I just like making people laugh, so that's my thing.
Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. What I say to the customers is, you can't mock other things before you can mock yourself.
That's a good way of looking at it, yeah.
Yeah, it's all about balance and perspective and all that jazz, isn't it?
Well, I know I'm crazy, but I'm not going to let that define who I am.
Sanity's for the weak.
Indeed it is.
Hope you don't mind that I caps locked it, by the way. I just didn't want it to fly off before I got the roll stability installed.
Interesting. How did that happen? Oh, right. That's how that happened. Now let's see here. I want to get that to line up. There we go. Happy little trees. Hope some of y'all are getting the Bob Ross reference there.
Don't look at me. I never get references.
This is true.
I'm just getting presets. I think we're airborne, actually.
Very nice.
Oh, apparently Gov is the guy called Chaos in Discord.
Yeah.
Oh, you knew that?
Yeah, I kind of figured because I was getting text messages that someone named Chaos was posting in my Discord, and I figured it was probably him. Just educated guess.
Don't blame me. Don't mind me. I'm just being an idiot.
I think the start of the superstructure is starting to look pretty good. What do you think, Ian?
I think it's airborne. I think we're done.
I think it needs like a bunch of flat guns on it.
I think it needs.
Thoughts on that, Ian? That's a flak decker.
Yeah, it needs a bunch of stuff actually. Hang on a sec.
Okay. Excuse me. Tacos I had earlier are starting to talk back. I don't have anything nice to say.
Let's let these guys to hover.
Too bad we can't get jobs building stuff and from the depths professionally. That'd be kind of nice.
I would actually be able to have money and a decent machine.
I know.
But the problem is then I'd need a decent machine to even do it in the first place. So that's it's a catch-22 situation and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I believe that's a chicken and the egg scenario.
Sadly, yeah. But yeah, when I'm actually trying to make something to fly, though, I just do something like this. Yeah. There we go, we're flying.
Very nice.
And then we're stable as
Did you
well.
ever... That reminds me, have you had a look at the laser that I sent you?
No, I have not actually got around to that, I'm afraid. Now that you mention
Okay.
it. Sorry about that.
Oh no, that's fine. I was just curious if you looked at it or not. I think it would have been something fun for you to play around with.
Well, that's one thing I was thinking of doing to that destroyer, just like doing a laser conversion, because I'm more confident in that weapon system than what it's currently equipped with.
The APS that you currently have on there, you mean?
Yeah, that thud gun, it was built to your taste, that, if I'm honest. Just because you like the over under.
I have
quads.
a taste?
Yeah, no, you just always say you like how it looks with the over under.
Oh, yeah.
But unfortunately,
Nice
unfortunately, it compromised the design, so that's why I say it was built to your taste, but it's like not a weapon system I'm particularly comfortable with. That one overall, if that makes any sense.
No, that makes sense. I probably would have done a few things different with it. Normally, I probably wouldn't be putting autoloaders into the turret cab, but that's just me.
That was just to help balance the weight out a bit and also increase the rate of fire.
Okay, I'm sure you had your reasons. It just...
To be honest...
Why the hell would he do that?
Well, every time that destroyer's turret got blown off, it was actually an internal ammo explosion in the main cavity. The autoloaders on the turret cap have never been detonated as far as I've seen. So,
okay.
You know, it's not actually that bad. Not as bad as it looks.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, every time the turret's been blown off, it's been internal explosion.
So it was a cream pie, gotcha. Okay. Should I explain?
No. No.
Okay.
That's fine.
I made that joke with who was it, Heistmeister the other day, and he's like, cream pie. And he had to think about it for a second. I was like, oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Well, it's not his first language, so.
I know. That's what I call penetration depth fuse cream pies.
I'm not going to comment on that. Oh wait,
I know there's probably a special place in hell reserved for me, but
I just did comment on it, so yeah, darn it.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Now what I'm installing is banks of turning thrusters sufficiently powerful that they should be able to turn this craft without too much trouble.
Okay.
I'm just going to grab paint job 2 for this because that seems to be what's been installed by existence here. So should I do custom control conversion on this? I normally do if I'm serious.
That is one of your things, yeah.
Yeah, I always, if I'm intending a craft to be operated manually, I always do custom controls on it, so.
Yes, I have slowly been discovering the joys of custom controls.
They are amazing, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they work great for tank building. Absolutely great for tank building. Alright. I got some armor on the necks of the turrets. I think that looks pretty good.
Some oblique slopes in there because there wasn't a space for metal, and that's the rear, and it's actually fairly armoured. I'm just going to layer in around it just to make sure it's fully reinforced.
Okie dokie.
There we go, so that's the rear thruster bank complete. Now I just need to arm up the front thruster bank. Okay, yeah, existence, awkward silence after that cream pie joke. Exactly.
I don't care who the hell you are. That was funny.
I get it. I just don't openly laugh at that kind of thing. So. I don't know. It's the pressures of society, actually, isn't it?
Don't have to laugh at my jokes if you don't want to.
Let's be fair. I don't laugh that openly most of the time. Though sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. Yeah, that about covers it.
That's fair.
If I'm either I'm enjoying myself a lot, or I'm feeling completely hopeless and depressed, that's when I tend to laugh at stuff more easily, I've noticed. I also work better when I'm tired.
Strange.
It's but true. I am genuinely more effective at my job when I'm actually tired, or if I'm distracted or angry. Or it's like I actually do my job better when I'm not at my best. If I'm at my best, I'm worse at it. That's really freaking weird, but true. So there you go. Another weird thing about me. I work better when I'm not at my best. I'm more amusing and more open when I'm not at my best. So.
Alrighty then. Well, I play laser tag better when I'm drunk.
Because you aim better, or you're harder to hit?
I'm not entirely sure.
Probably both. Well, less inhibition, I think, is probably a part of it as well, isn't it?
Quite possibly.
So this is back left, so I want this to fire when I'm turning like that.
Oops.
And this is back right, so I want it to turn... Yeah, like that. Okay.
I found one of your boilers here.
Wait, what? What are you doing to my...
I'm not doing anything to your boiler, relax.
Well, but... Well, have you looked at the steam engine much yet? Actually?
No, but yeah, that thing's ginormous. Holy jeebus.
It's only churning out like 280,000 power. What was it they said about making power harder to come by in recent updates? I don't think it's worked.
They are still working on the steam rebalance, I believe. Actually, I think the name of the chat's gone from steam rebalance to power rebalance.
Ooh,
in
ouch.
the official Discord. So
that is...
yeah, that's a bad sign for me.
Well, I hope at least they give us the option to change the direction of flipping steam shafts. That would be useful.
Yeah. Make it to where it could go around 90s. That'd be nice.
I mean, they have gears for changing the direction of power. On this kind of thing in real life, so why not in this game? That would make a lot more options for steam engine design, actually, being able to just turn the shaft and go different ways. Even if there's an efficiency penalty, which there would be, because that's realistic as well. But yeah. We're turning. Admittedly fairly slowly, but we are turning. Now, how do we want to handle main thrust?
With my hips.
Yeah, I thought you were going to get something out of that.
You let that wide open.
I know.
I'm starting to think it was intentional now.
The moment I said thrust, it's like, I paused because like, I know Dama's going to do something with that. And lo and behold, you did. So, yeah. West center of mass, it is roughly on the black line, actually.
Alright then.
Yes, yes, people watching, I regret everything about that. Just so you know. I gave Dama a massive opportunity. I caved to his influence. I am soiled. Avenge me, for I have sinned. Murder the Dama. Or something. I don't know. Oh, whatever. Okay, right.
I wonder if the casemate turrets can do timed rounds.
They can... timed. They can, but they can't auto-adjust.
Right, okay.
And that's because the auto-adjust requires a built-in laser system, which they don't have.
Okay.
I forget the ratios for these things.
Ratio. What about ratios?
For custom jets, I've completely forgotten the ratio because I don't use them much. So.
Oh yeah.
Then again, if you're going for raw, well.
Are we doing custom jets for propulsion? I'm assuming.
Yeah, I was thinking just like whacking one of these things in the back along the center of mass and just like watching it go.
Alrighty.
Maybe for turning force as well. Yeah, that's how extravagant this might be. It's like, to help it turn faster, let's build some custom jets in there and watch it go.
Well,
if
who is it? The Scarlet Dawn use them for that purpose. Hell, Scarlet Dawn uses them all.
True. Okay,
all kinds of applications.
Output's 11,500 at the moment, compared to 4,500. So it's like it's worth several. Yeah, it's worth several of these guys at the moment. Let's increase the injection rate, I suppose, and then we'll beef up the compressors and things. So extra compressors. Power is now at 78,000.
I don't know why I do that, Benzo, just the way I've been doing it.
Actually, Dama, why don't you just use prefab?
I don't know.
Well, I just mentioned it because I often forget about using the prefab, so...
Yeah, usually by the time I think about a prefab, it's probably too far along. Losadaka.
Okay, we also need some a little bit of fuel to run this thing, so let's install some fuel. This is entirely reasonable. We can build this in any campaign. It's not unreasonable at all. I say as I had over 250,000 in fuel.
It's fine.
Fine. Okay, right. Propulsion.
Fine.
You are responding to forward. You respond to reverse. You are a pusher. Okay, right. I guess we are going to see if this thing can achieve orbit. That's not too bad.
It reminds me, I still gotta work on that nuke.
Yeah, 74, 75 meters per second isn't too bad.
No, that seems acceptable.
Especially for a ship this big.
It kind of reminds me of that flying battleship Robaz made.
I don't really think I don't recall seeing that one actually.
I think. Oh my gosh. Yeah. He had like running on nothing but injector engines.
Well, to be fair, injectors were good even before they started to rebalance people towards them. Or at least I liked them, so.
They just always felt so wasteful for me, so I only used them on like small builds for like aircraft.
Yeah, the advantage was always just like density and power. That was the advantage they had. But like a 300 power per fuel engine can do some pretty good things. This is true. But it also forced you to be above a certain size then.
Well, you probably also going to use a crap load of room for your fuel too.
It depends exactly how you go about it. There was always the option of like you could always get some efficiency if you just went ahead and did. Yeah, you can get some efficiency if you were good at refinery building. That's what I was trying to say. Jeez, why did it take me so long? But yeah, it all depended really. But yeah, but a lot of my crafts always use injectors just because of the density of power you can get from it.
Yeah, it's purely a
yeah, it's a choice in build style.
Yeah, it's a choice in build style. Yeah, I just like having efficient or more fuel efficient engines, but that's my thing.
So not these things at the back of our craft then.
I'm recently been trying to embrace using custom jet engines. So
have you seen what's on the back of the boat then?
I am currently looking at it, and yeah, that's it's kind of nuts. We're doing about 60, 70 some odd meters a second.
It's loud as well.
Yeah.
Oh jeez. It's actually not burning our fuel that quickly, I must admit.
Really?
No, we're at 259,000 out of 264,000.
Good to know.
But yeah, but this dreadnought goes like 70 plus meters per second, and it flies.
Right.
So I think it's doing okay.
Do we want to thicken up the armor?
Probably. I mean, yeah, almost certainly be a good idea, wouldn't it?
Yeah. It's just the way you got your engines placed. It's gonna make it kind of hard to do that.
You mean steam engines?
Yeah.
Oh, we can always move the boilers, I suppose. I don't know.
I don't know, I'm just strapping guns to the silly thing. But yeah, we could probably move the boilers underneath. If that would be acceptable. Let's see here.
How dare you mess with my engine?
I haven't even touched your engine.
How dare you mess with my engine? Thought is deed. You think of messing with my engine, so you mess with my engine.
Jesus Christ. Make us sound so dirty.
Oh, Benzo gave us a reference, apparently. It's cool because it gives you a choice. In the 80s, people switched from carburetors, which were like old, to injectors, which were new. He says, okay, no one gets the reference, no one will. At least not anyone here. Which is a fair assessment, I think.
Probably so.
Yeah, I don't really get it, so... yeah.
The 90s. before my country was taken over by racist loudmouth braggarts.
So, was that the hippie time then?
I don't know if I call it that. Whoops.
Okay. I'm just installing more jets to do with the forward back. Sorry, not the forward back. The better turning.
Okie doke.
I wonder what Existence thinks about what we're doing to his boat, his poor boat.
Yeah, you do have, some amount of say over this Existence. This is your hull, after all.
Yeah, he's just been very quiet. I think he's either he's okay with it, or he's not paying attention, or he's in shock.
Probably all three at once. I don't know.
Quite likely, actually. Yeah. Just me randomly doing stuff. Abominations of science. And I admit, I keep thinking of Carrion as well. Thanks for
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The problem is I don't think it would fit with playing it on the channel though. So,
Why not?
Actually, that's a point. Why wouldn't it? It's just a platformer, which is a bit gory, isn't it?
It's probably the goriest platformer I've seen in a while.
And that's why I'm not quite sure. Okay, that fires there, that fires there. Okay, right. I don't know, but it's not out anyway, so. Yeah, that's
There's like some of these jet engines that are not like giving any thrust whatsoever.
What do you mean?
They're not like.
You mean in the
spewing
sides?
fire, yeah.
Oh, the central banks in the sides are actually roll thrust. We're not rolling or doing anything like that, so they're not needed.
Okay. I just thought I'd armor up those engines a little.
Yeah, good idea. Yeah, full speed is currently 73 meters per second. But yeah, the others are spewing fire because I balanced out altitude control with the pitch control as well, so they're pulling dual duty. And then the ones either side in the middle are just flat out pitch for not pitch, altitude.
Do we want to use Deady Blades to try to make this go even faster?
Do we want a Dreadnought going even faster?
Well, we are pimping it, so.
This is true.
I mean, wasn't it since it was like go big or go home?
It was actually, yes. Problem is there's not enough space left around the engine to install big boilers just underneath it or something without compromising where the hull is.
Yeah, I just saw that.
I'd have to move them.
Did we bother to put in any kind of ammo storage yet?
No, we haven't got that. We haven't got as far as advanced concepts like that. Come on.
That's an advanced concept?
Yeah. I mean.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, who needs?
How are we in the water now?
Oh, because I tore out the steam ones, so the engine shut down.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna caps lock it, get it out of the water.
Let's see. The bottom layer is also only 1 meter thick. I'll reinforce that to 2 meters of armor.
Um.
And then I'll build the boilers down here.
Okay. I just didn't want to step on anyone's toes here. I was gonna like make a little thing down here to put our ammo supply in.
Actually, while I'm at it, I'm going to turn the entire steam engine around.
Okay then.
Because why not?
Why the hell not?
Well, actually, it's going to free up a little bit of space to let me install the boilers a little bit closer at the other end. So that's why I'm turning around the entire crankshaft.
Fair enough.
There we go. Just a little bit of extra space. It's efficiency saving like that, which let me fit a 3rd turret into a ship that Raz thought could only carry 2.
Isn't it great when you can prove someone wrong like that?
Yeah, I mean, well, he wasn't. He didn't think it could, but it wasn't strictly planned either. I decided to hell with it to try and fit an entire 3rd turret in there without losing any other performance, and I did it. So. Well,
I was just thinking of this one time where someone was trying to tell me that I was going to be able to get a certain tank into Ashes of the Empire, and yeah, I proved him wrong.
It's laying down the gauntlet, isn't it? Sometimes that's what's needed to push things to a new level.
Telling me something can't be done is basically the equivalent of telling Marty McFly that he's chicken. So yeah, that's how that works with me.
Or MacGyver, that's impossible.
Yes.
I actually like MacGyver. Good show.
Yeah, it was. Did you ever watch SG-1? Stargate?
I did, actually. Not while it was running, I admit, but
yeah.
I checked it out afterwards.
I mean, same actor, so it made me wonder.
Hmm.
Richard Dean Anderson was pretty good in that.
Wasn't he in Knight Rider as well?
No, that
was that someone else?
Yeah, that's
I forget.
I can't think of the dude's name, but he did Baywatch for a while, so.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
Then
he made a spin-off show called Baywatch Nights, where he was a PI. He was big in Germany for a while there.
Was he?
God only knows why. Yeah, he sings apparently.
Well, more power to him.
Not very well, mind you, but he sings.
I will note, by the way, I've not built the steam engine for enhanced responsiveness or efficiency. I've just built it to function as is.
That's fair.
And as a note, we are suddenly airborne again. So, yep, getting airborne the moment the power is reconnected. That's why I mounted the thrusters in that position.
Cog's asking why I have so many secondary, and it reminds him of a French dreadnought.
Is that good
I don't know,
or
I'm
bad?
just kind of going ham, Cogular.
Is that good or bad?
I believe the French dreadnoughts were referred to as floating hotels.
Were they?
Yeah. At least they were in this video I watched.
Did you ever get World of Warships transferred over to the European servers?
I did. I haven't had a chance to play it in there yet, but if you want to get together on that sometime.
Yeah, I mean, that was always the plan, really, wasn't it? Just because the people...
I know, we got so many co-op plans that, we
never really get around
keep forgetting
to...
about. Yeah, I know. Maybe we need to make a list and just start checking them off as we go. I don't know.
We need a to-do list.
Yes.
This week, we are going to forget to do this. And this.
Yes.
Maybe this one.
Precisely.
For science, we must forget to do this one today.
I think that's probably enough ammo. What do you think? 5,600 or 56,000 ammo?
Yeah, I mean, we can always run ammo processors if we really need to.
I'm not a huge fan of those, but
they have their uses. It depends on what you're trying to do.
Yeah. Just keep thinking that's something I could be using for something else or some crap like that, you know.
Well, in terms of density, they are actually much better for making a craft more compact than the actual armor boxes are.
Oh yeah, I have to use them for my aircraft. There's no getting around that.
Yeah, there's also the fact that they're doing that whole ammo system as well at some point or other.
I am not looking forward to that.
It's going to be interesting, but it's going to shake up the mechanics again, which is, I think, the main issue a lot of people are having. Yeah,
that's the issue that I'm having with it. But if you could like flip it on and off like you do with, I don't know, with resources being centralized and whatnot, I could live with that. I just want to have the option.
Yeah, if you recall though, I mentioned that in the round table, and it's like someone dismissed it as like oh, you can say all these things, but it's a lot harder than that. And it takes away development time.
I think that was Spud Cubs or some crap like that. I don't know.
I thought it was someone in the chat actually. Not entirely sure. But yeah, someone.
I just don't like how options taken away from me that I'm used to.
I'm just up-armoring the forward-turning jets now.
Okay. But yeah, that bothers me. You know, that I want the option to be available. That's all I'm asking for.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't take away development time, but and it wouldn't need to be balanced around the system either if you didn't want to.
Exactly.
I think that was the thing that was mentioned actually. Now, yeah, I think that was it. It was like take away development time because it would take people away from it to balance it around having that system in there still.
I don't care.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, why do I have to conform to other people's idea of what fun is? I guess is the question.
Well, that's another saying I keep throwing at customers. It's like fun is where you find it. And another saying which I throw right on the heels of that is, why should kids have all the good stuff?
What exactly is it you sell, Ion? You said you had some kind of a sales job.
Yeah, shop assistant. I am a sales assistant at Poundland, which is our closest equivalent, I think, to a dollar store. So.
Okay. Okay, I gotcha.
Why did you snort with laughter there?
You said Poundland.
Yeah. Well, actually, in Spain, we expanded to Spain and somewhere else, I forget where, but in those places we're called deals with a Z.
America, we got Dollar Tree, we got Dollar General, we got all kinds of dollar things.
Yeah, we used to have Pound World, but they went bankrupt last year. So, there have been a few others, like I think Pound Stretcher is still around, but Poundland is, yeah, the one I'm at.
Okay.
Oh, do you still have it caps locked?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, because we were airborne. So.
And we are once again. That fin does actually look pretty interesting on the back. Where you got all the thrusters on the back of it.
Oh, you mean
Yeah, it looks like a big fin.
Oh wait, you mean the rear stabilizing thrusters?
Existence says, are you fighting a war with a superpower, but also want a vacation? Welcome to the French Navy. Here you can rest in our world's best battle hotels, where you can rest until you get sunk, literally.
Great advertising right there.
Yeah, put that in shameless self-promotion existence. I think people would want to see this.
I got a bit of extra armor for the rear thing as well.
I'm wondering if I should put some secondaries on here. I mean, sure we get these casemates along the side, but I don't know if I want to like spend a bunch of time trying to develop an APS system and a build that I'm not familiar with.
Wait, what do you mean? What kind of secondaries are you thinking of?
Probably the 200 to 300 millimeter range.
Well, you're not familiar with it, but it does actually give you stats as you work on the stuff in this version.
That is true.
So that's one of the advantages of it. It's easier to develop things in general. Well, at least as far as the APS is concerned, it's a lot more friendly, I suppose you could say.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a place to put a shell customizer for those tertiary guns that I put all over the place. Haven't found one just yet.
You can bolt it underneath the steam engine.
I thought of that, but that's where the ammo is at.
Oh. Oops.
But you know what? I'll go ahead and do that.
How about near where the controls are?
Controls? What controls?
I'm sitting on a chair next to some PIDs.
Oh yeah,
back
yeah.
in steam engine. You could.
I was thinking about that. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Since Hesh is broken, I think I might just go with like a hollow point frag. I'm thinking.
Yeah, go for it. I'm just bringing the side armors up to 2 meters of metal.
Okay.
Actually, do I have access to the fill tool? Turns out I do. Yay!
How long of a shell can I make for this?
0.5. No, wait, hang on, no. 0.5 is for the grenade launchers.
Yeah, I'm talking about the 150 mil dual barrel casemates.
Simple weapons, custom shell weapons. What was it? The 150 doubles?
Yes.
Max length 1.8.
So that would just be slightly under 2 meters. Okay. I remember they were like supposed to be a little on the long side, but I couldn't quite remember how long. Let's see here. Shell nose, hollow point head, and we want that 150 mil. No. Another thing I'd like to see fixed is I'm trying to put in specific numbers in the shell diameter of the ammo customizer.
You can do that.
I know, but sometimes when I put it in, it'll like automatically jump it up to 500, or it'll take it down to 18.
I think that's like it thinks the mouse movement is moving the thing. So.
2 meter shell rack.
That's what it means when it does that.
You said 1.8, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So I can make this just a wee bit longer, I think. There was another issue that I had with the casemate guns and the ones that you can put custom shells in. You can't make it fire faster by making the shell smaller or having less gunpowder. That kind of drives me crazy. That has like no bearing on it whatsoever.
Yeah, that's the point, isn't it? It's locked to a certain firing rate.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was just putting metal plating under some of the decking.
Oh, you're fine.
Yes, the armor's actually going off the roof at the moment. Right.
Fragment damage 1692. Fragments of 13 for a 150mm shell. I think that's gonna hurt.
What does these
APS.
guns look like?
What are you talking about?
I'm just thinking about something. It's making my brain hurt. Make it stop. Why must I think about things? Oh, what was it? You're using the doubles, aren't you?
Yes.
I see.
Yeah, there's like about 4 meters of space in between them. Right now I'm just adding the APS shell to the secondaries. Did you happen to catch the trailer for, what was it, Diablo 4, I think?
Actually, I've not watched that.
Yeah.
It's kind of strange considering that I really liked. Well, Diablo is one of the series I likes. Series I liked, yes, words. Yeah, I do like Diablo. It's just
I know you and Rizzola played a bunch of it.
yeah, we did.
Whatever happened with that? He just kind of gone back into his
Sleep schedule went off, and then it's like,
yeah, that's kind of what I figured. I was gonna ask if he went off into his hibernation hole, but
pretty
sounds
much
like he did.
actually, yeah.
So what are you working on currently?
Increasing our hotel stature,
Okay.
I think, by tearing out portions of the side armor that I just reinforced. So,
Okay then.
alright. But we will be the best darned hotel ever. I suppose.
Damn Skippy. Should we change out the air pumps to like maybe helium?
We don't have any kind of issue with lift, if I'm honest.
Okay. I'm not super worried about it, but wait, what the hell are you doing? Oh, I like it. I like it.
Yeah, see, we are a flying boat, so we don't have to have an actual intact hull.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. Let's see here. I think I want to go with the.
My apologies to Existence if I am dismantling his boat in a way he doesn't like, but you're the idiot that put us in charge of this, so.
That is a fair point.
Yeah.
That is a fair point.
You also didn't really you've not really weighed in on anything we're doing, so we're gonna go get a bit crazy. It was about to happen, wasn't it?
Yeah. Shell metal. Let's see here.
Okay.
Do proximity fuses work in the way they're supposed to now?
Not sure actually.
Might be worth testing someday. I've heard that they work now, but I just never trusted them because they never seem to work as intended.
Now, have you seen what I'm doing to the side of the ship now?
Not in the last few moments. No, why ask? Ooh. Actually, kind of like this.
Oh, we got a blank face. Let's put some detail in it. A high explosive, dangerous detail.
Need more deca.
Pretty much.
I was just gonna start putting a bunch of like the 93mm flat guns all over.
Well, we've got an extra 8 on the front here, so it's like
But we probably need to put an actual weapon system instead of like keep putting down all these simple ones.
It's a French vessel. Vive la France!
Let's see here. Yeah.
Well, is it a French vessel? I don't know.
I don't know. It looked a little British to me, actually, but you know. I said a little.
No, I was hoping to think about that. But yeah, basically we're just building something and it's like no one's saying anything, so it's like we're just doing whatever the hell.
Yeah. I just keep half expecting someone to start calling us lazy because we just keep throwing simple weapons on us.
But you said you liked what I did with these ones.
I did.
Yeah, so I must be doing something.
That's why I said half expected.
But yeah, I think I've integrated that fairly well, honestly.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this means I now need to go and set up every single one now, don't I?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Could you copy and paste?
Yeah, actually, I could prefab the one of yours, and I think it would have the canon settings.
I haven't done any settings as far as...
shell settings is all I want, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just the shell settings.
Yeah, if you just want to do shell settings, then you should be fine.
Yeah, I'm not going to bother with firing angle restrictions or things like that. It doesn't need them, honestly. Plus, they're going to have fail-safes, so that should keep it in relatively working fine. I'm just taking advantage while the things are actually out to replace. To replace the blocks that I'd stripped out of the armor behind them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also going to reinforce it slightly because I forgot. I got distracted by appearances rather than anything else, so I want it to be a bit more reinforced than it actually is. And I still regret doing this as doing my side on recording rather than as a stream, because it's like now I've got to go back and edit this. And I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with it.
That's one of the things I like about streaming. It just seems like it's a little less work than
it is to go less work,
but then again, look,
if I actually do the editing, that's the thing. Though. If I actually do edit, to it. But,
I haven't really done too much editing to the videos I've been uploading lately, aside from slapping some text in there and putting my
just
intro,
breaking
and
up into
that's
parts.
been about it. Yeah. Make it look somewhat professional.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Yeah. But it depends on what kind of video you're trying to do. I think they've been turning out good,
though. At least the newer ones that I've been doing, I think they've been turning out well. I went and well, I didn't like the video quality on like the first 3, so I decided I still have the original footage, so I just decided I was going to redo it with the new recording software that Heitzmeister recommended for me, which seems to be working out pretty good, by the way. And then I after I realized how easy it was and how like stupid it went through them pretty quick. So I was just like, well, screw this. Let's just redo the whole damn thing and make it look better. Because there's like several episodes that I had already done where they didn't even have the intro on them because there was no way for me to get software that would put the intro on them at the time. So yeah, I've been slowly redoing all those videos one by one, and I still have like, I think I'm up to 14 episodes now recorded. So yeah. But the campaign's been going pretty well, I think. Aside from that bulwark that spawned in, that completely caught me off guard. Those things use time frag, and I've been going pretty air heavy, so yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the comments I actually got on Small Flyers. It's like small flyers like that are actually easy mode for deep water guard for the most part.
Oh yeah, they did amazingly well. I've been very happy with them. It doesn't look like a. Oh, actually, it did apply the settings. Control C applied the settings. That's good to know.
Control C. I use the prefab mode.
Oh, I'm using Control C. Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V.
No, I just backed out, prefabbed, and prefabbed down all 16 of the turrets.
The more you know. But this thing is going to have lots of flat guns.
What's the range on these shells set to?
The range on what, the flat guns or the casemate guns?
It's wait, what do you have set on the casemates? The
casemates, yeah, they're the hollow point ones.
Is that this one? Okay, hollow point frag, gunpowder. What's the caliber on those guns?
150. They got a muzzle velocity of 505 and range of over 7 kilometers. What? Benzo is like, what's the advertisement for His Her Majesty's Royal Navy? It's gonna be something negative, isn't it? Feels bad. Okay,
join the British Navy, good sir. Share tea with the finest sailors in the British Empire.
That's not a thing anymore.
Also, on today's magnificent agenda by Her Royal Majesty's Grace, we shall refound the British Empire and conquer all the colonials.
Oh, okay. Good luck with that.
Rule Britannia.
Good luck with that. That's all I gotta say. We're a little better armed over here than the first go around I had, so just be careful.
Yeah, we've still got our old bolt action rifles. I'm sure we'll be okay.
Yeah, versus we've got Apache helicopters and thermonuclear weapons. Yeah, you'll do fine.
We have God on our side, and we have the Queen. The Queen guarantees victory. She told us so.
Well, if you had the God Emperor, I'd be worried, but if it's just the Queen, I'm like, eh.
Well, the God Emperor is the Queen. What are you on about? Yes, Benzo. Operation
That's not how plurals work. That's why.
What?
That's not how. I'm sorry. That's not how nouns work, Ion.
I don't have time for your Americanisms. We speak British English over here. Proper English.
Oh, okay. Okay. Only you're not speaking like one of them damn soccer hooligans.
Okay, enlist in the Navy now.
Accent?
Enlist in the Navy now. Start ruling the seas by activating your free premium account for 60 days. After that 60 days,
That's pretty good, actually.
After that 60 days, though, your empire will crumble under the pressure.
Alright.
Accurate.
Yeah, fairly. Fairly accurate. That's an idea I haven't thought of. Just another take on a casemate gun I just thought of. Let's see here. You know, something I'm surprised we haven't seen yet today is Geo.
Fair point.
Just seems out of character for him.
Well, he'll turn up sooner or later, I'm sure.
Then again, who really wants to see Geo? He is a bit of an ass. I mean, then again, so am I. So
he actually admits to being the one, deliberately.
what did I just do?
I don't know.
I thought I just admitted to being one too.
That's not not where I was going with this.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't trying to. I was not trying to call you.
No, I know I'm an ass. I'm cool with this. I'm trying to decide what kind of guns I want on these.
I
I'm
wish
going to
I
be
knew
putting up here.
why, when mirror mode is on, it prefabs the other side, but not the side I'm actually working on.
No idea, Ann. But good luck with that.
There we go, that's the weapon controls for these side-mounted casemates, all sorted.
Here's my idea for casemates up here on top. I'm probably going to go a much bigger round than this, but yeah. Ooh, 293. Maybe go. Maybe 400 mil. Yeah, 400 mil probably work. That's quickly becoming one of my new favorite rounds is 400 mil.
Why is that?
I don't know, it just seems like how most of my builds been turning out using 400 millimeter hesh for like everything, it seems like.
Ah, so you admit you have a problem then?
Yeah. My problem has a first name.
And his name is Ion.
Yeah.
Wait, no, hang on.
It's A-A-Y-O-N? Oh.
No. Who's that?
I don't know, I think I might have misspelled that.
Tiny bit. What?
Yeah. I'm trying to do too many damn things at once.
Well, I'm just painting down here, so I don't know what you're on about.
I have no idea. Do I hate APS changes a bit less now? We're doing this in current because Ion was in current, and I still don't like the APS changes. And also, I don't want to play my campaign in a setting where things could change at the drop of a hat. So I thought I discussed this at the beginning of my LP actually. But the problem that I've been having with the changes is it feels like other people are just forcing their ideas on me, and I don't like it. And that's my issue with it. Like, no, your game has to be balanced. I'm like, dude, I don't care about balance. I just want to have fun.
What is this fun thing you speak of? Sounds illegal.
It sounds like something that people are always trying to take away from me. I don't know why. Yeah, it's usually for some stupid ass reason that I don't know, that people can't really explain very well to me.
Yeah, it's just.
One thing that I constantly get that I don't understand though is what is the deal with so much hate for big boats?
Well, in my case, it's just because I play on a potato.
But that's understandable. But you also have the option to like not build it to begin with.
Now, why would I do something silly like that?
Because it makes sense? I don't know.
I thought we discussed this earlier. I don't do sense.
It's not common, no.
Don't worry, I get where you're coming from though. By all means, go ahead.
But my thing is just, you know, let people do what they're gonna do. I mean, stop trying to change what works, and because I don't think balance is important. I'm reading what Benzo's saying here. Oh, Benzo says, I do think balance is important. The kind of failed at the moment because crams are useless, obsolete because they are impractical. People obsess over efficiency. I am not one of those people. Yeah, I've seen your builds. I know that you don't worry about efficiency, Benzo. But yeah, I can understand healthy doses of efficiency. But just to have a whole frickin' thing run on, like, steam engines for something in the campaign just doesn't feel very wise to me, because it just seems like you're burning up way too much of your resources. But that's, again, that's a...
I think it's, as long as it's an option.
Yes, I just want the option to be there. I want the option to be there, and I want the freedom to exercise that option. But with the way the game's been going in development, it feels like those are being taken away slowly, one by one by one.
To be honest, that's the goal of balance, but if what's happening actually qualifies as balance by that definition is another matter entirely. Like, I think the APS can work in its current states, but it's
I think the fire rate needs to increase about 50%.
It was like it was overbalanced in the wrong direction. Is what I think after having actually been working with it for a while. It's like it doesn't feel anything like the way it used to. It can work. It's just not how it was. You know.
It can work, but it doesn't feel like APS anymore, does it?
Not as such, no.
Yeah.
I'm willing to play with it, but it's not what it was. I think in some ways it feels like to me like it might even be a different weapon system. It just looks like the APS. So maybe they should have added this in as like a separate weapon system, and then, but then where it's like the APS is like your high performance option. The new system is like a more flexible, user-friendly thing that can perform decently, but it doesn't have as much of a high-end reward, I think, as the previous APS system did. If that makes any kind of sense.
I don't know. APS was the reason why I started playing from the depths, so I guess that's probably why it's so important to me.
Yeah, it does. It's more personal if that's one of the reasons you joined the game. I've just reprinted all the sides, by the way. If you want to
did you now?
If you want to give them a view of what it looks like now.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get local weapon controllers into these casemate guns that I am currently building?
I think you want it to be underneath.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
At least that's where that'll be the most heavily protected part, because it'll be underneath. Yeah.
Let's see here. I think just to give it a bit more armor and just to make it look a little bit nicer, I'll do something like that. What do you think of that?
Not bad. Not bad. 1 second though. I see your armor. And I raise you this. At the back.
Actually, yeah, that's not bad. I like that. Hell yeah, let's do it that way. But anyway, to get back to what we're discussing, it feels like they're balancing things with a sledgehammer. It really needs to be done more with a scalpel.
The attitude of the guy doing the balancing doesn't help.
Not in the slightest.
There we go. Working together, we've got all those swapped out pretty quickly.
Indeed. And then we can go one more and do this.
Yep.
I'm assuming that's where you're going with it.
Well, this is this comes to my whole build approach of like round things out, kind of thing. You know. But then we can go one further, and we can do this. Replace all the wood underneath with metal.
I'm going to start
No, Dama, you're supposed to say, but no, I can do one further and do this, and then do something else.
Not yet. I'm putting in the local weapon controllers in underneath the firing pieces right now, actually. Of course, this thing's probably going to be... Actually, this whole superstructure might be a little vulnerable to heat, but whatever.
I'm not even sure what heat does at the moment, so... Yeah. The only thing I really know about heat is that it got changed so that it angles, and that's the only change I'm partially aware of. Don't know if that's any use to anyone, but basically it could deflect when it's actually inside the target structure.
Wonder what kind of show we want to fire out of these. Any suggestions, Zion?
What are you using?
They're currently at 402.
Now, what are the secondary casemates set to?
The secondary casemates.
Yeah, those are HE.
Hollow point frag.
Hollow point frag. What about what about inertial HE?
That could be interesting. Yeah.
If you're going for something with a high rate of fire, then that could.
Not really so much as a high rate of fire. I think these are going to be more like a broadside.
Yeah, that's fine. So it hits hard. I'm not so sure. I'm just giving us.
Did you forget where you're going with it?
Yes. That's a sign I'm getting tired. But yes, I forgot what the hell I was blathering on about.
Did you have a brain flatus? Let's see here. Advanced cannon, controller. I'm thinking maybe 2-meter high explosive.
Could be.
I think we can go more modules than that. Maybe even more so. Shell nose. APS can do as much as crams actually.
Crams can do raw payload better, but they can. But it's
I can get an 8-meter long shell to do 24k explosive damage and perform pretty much just the same as a cram. So I'm gonna have to say, yeah, they're probably more like cram now than ever.
Yeah, okay. Right, let's see.
I mean, I could show you what the shell would look like if you're curious, Ian.
That's alright.
I'm just kind of leery to it, a fear of it being nerfed.
Yeah, you don't want to see what it looks like at the moment, do you? So that's alright.
Let's see here. No, I know exactly what it looks like because I tested it thoroughly. Let's see here. Rear, the shell, base bleeder. That's actually longer than I thought it would be. Okay.
Would you mind spawning in as a target if that's okay?
Hold on. Well, we don't have an AI, so
that's okay. There's something I just want to test out though.
Okay. What'd you have in mind?
Just something to maybe a king said just turn the weapons off. I don't mind if it's invulnerable or not, if I'm honest.
Alright, I spawned in the Buck Standard Marauder.
Okay, is it weapons off or?
Weapons off, yes.
Okay. In that case, if that's fine, then let's see what this does to it. Where is it? Oh, it's over there. Hang on. Oh, I'm not in the control seat. Oh, damn it! Hang on. I'm losing control. We knew this all along, but I'm losing control. Well, this is a good chance to see how well it turns and things as well at the moment. So, okay. Oh, are we caps locked?
Are we? I don't know anymore.
Yeah, we were.
Oh, okay. I didn't know who was caps locked, so I just kept pushing it and seeing if it would move or not.
Yeah, how far away is that Marauder actually?
About 2,500.
A bit too far.
Wow, what are you doing?
I've been saw something that I'm about to fire. Actually, if you want to zoom out so you can see what I'm about to do.
Not seeing anything just yet.
One moment, I'm just double checking my math. 1,700 should be good at this range. Just. I'll boost a little bit closer and then I'll. Okay, wait, why can't I fire these?
What are you trying to fire? Is it the mains or what?
No, I just can't. I can't lock onto the target.
Oh, those. Okay.
I can't. For some reason I'm not getting a targeting reticle on the enemy.
Do you have a local weapon controller? Oh, there they go.
Yeah, but I can't. Maybe it's because
they're not targeting it at all, and yeah, there's like only one or two that actually hit.
I think. Is it because we don't have an AI on the ship? Is that what's going on?
it could possibly be. I'm
because
not sure.
I couldn't actually target a specific
You-
block with it.
Hold on, Ian. There's a problem with these.
What?
There's no.
What?
I'm trying to see your missile setup here. Oh, you're doing it remote guidance. Never mind. Yeah, we don't have an AI to direct them, Ion.
No, they used to work on manual. If you could target an individual block of the missile, but for some reason that doesn't seem to be working for it.
I guess they changed that. Bastards.
Yeah, so this is going to be harder for me to test now, but I used to be able to actually tell it to lock onto a certain block directly. I could actually, you know what? I could just do what I did with my old destroyer. I'll switch them over to self-guided. So that's just switch them over to active radar seeker, move the warheads back a space, and that's it.
Alright, so this will do
over.
explosive damage of 3,800. You think that'd be pretty good for a 2-meter shell?
Yeah, 3,800 is pretty good for. It's an okay hit anyway, so.
Yeah.
Frag, copy. Okay, there we go. Now they're self-guided. They're going to scatter, but they are going to go wherever the hell they want to. But ready?
Yeah, go for it. I don't think they did what you intended.
That's not where the enemy is. What are you?
That seems unintended, Ion.
That was an active radar seeking missile. They're fully self-guided. Oh, they're meant to be. What the hell's going on? This is weird. They should have picked up and homed on the. Oh. Dama!
What did you do? What did you do?
It's something you did. Also, hello, Normal. Welcome to the stream.
What?
You
hey,
spawned that guy as a friendly.
I forgot all about that crap. Okay, I can fix this.
No wonder it wasn't working. They've not changed anything, it's just that... I'm switching them back to remote
I
guidance
keep forgetting that it does that in multiplayer. I'm sorry.
That's alright.
So silly. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, you can go ahead and scrap that one since it's an allied unit.
No, I can do one better. There we go.
Do I have remote control cost in processing power? That's a good question, actually. It's saying... It doesn't say in the stats that it actually has a cost in processing power, from what I can see. Oh wait, no, it does. It has a 0.5 use per missile. And considering there's 96 missiles here...
Ooh. Yeah, you're gonna need a massive bank of processors for that, Ion.
Eh, it's a Dreadnought. We're gonna have... They are not tracking properly. Oh no, they are trying to do something.
You could do them with heat warheads.
No, the tracking seems to be having issues. Do I actually need to have an AI which can do this? Maybe I do.
Probably, yeah.
No,
I was just thinking
they're doing pretty things anyway.
I was just thinking, you could do like laser targeting instead.
I don't like the fact that the lasers are always visible, so I really avoid that as much as I can.
Okay.
I guess it's time to give this craft an actual proper AI core.
You're probably right.
Now, where am I going to?
I probably need to head out in about an hour, just a heads up.
Are you using that room those two rooms underneath the control seat, by the way?
No, why?
I'm thinking put the AI core there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, this is a good cozy spot for it. I've got to make sure the AI is nice and toasty and happy in its new home.
I don't even know if I'm putting too many autoloaders on this, but we're gonna find out, by God. Let's see here. What? 8 rounds per minute. Autoloader limit. Ammo intake limit. I don't know if I like that, but yeah, it could work. Yeah, I'll run with it.
How long's the stream been going on, actually? Now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh gosh, that's a good question. Let's see here. Well over 2 hours on my end.
Yeah, that means it's actually getting towards a good time to try and wrap it up, I suppose.
Well, how about I prefab what I got set up here for the these broadside guns, and we give it a test fire, and then we could call it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess the next question is, have we actually done it? Because we got this thing airborne over an hour ago. But do we want to continue and finish it?
It's still pretty much unfinished for the most part.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Are we going to continue and finish it?
I say we make that Existence's call.
Good points. He is
his boat after all.
He is the quote-unquote client. I still think the balloon version was superior though. So.
It was hilarious.
That too. Okay, I've got that.
I don't know if I like this UI that they got for doing prefabs now. It kind of drives me crazy.
Have you noticed you can press...
Press what?
Hang on. The cannons just decided to try and shoot.
I just realized I goofed on the prefab.
Why is that?
I am missing some ammo intakes.
Yeah, that might be an issue. But yeah, the AI is just fired because I installed the wireless transmitter and it was like all guns went live. Unfortunately, it has no detection, so it wasn't very good at it.
We can go into the options and change that though.
Just for the test firing, I suppose?
Yes, just for the test firing.
Okay, yeah. Wouldn't be much of a test firing if we can't hit the broadside of a barn, will it?
No. But also these cannons, they don't have barrels on them just yet. So if you feel so inclined, I'd appreciate it.
Why would I help you? That's okay, yeah, that's fine. I was just installing the AI core down here, so...
Okay.
Let's see if that's fixed like our tracking issue with the missile salvos I've installed in the nose.
Oh, and I forgot these are probably going to need recoil absorbers, but that'll only take a moment to do. No, this thing's going to go off like a Roman cannon.
That is, yeah, they do actually need the processing power to be a bit more accurate.
I was afraid of that.
Look at that though, just a big salvo of missiles. In fact, I think they're hitting too fast because, yeah, it might be firing a bit too quickly for how many are actually going in. Actually, yeah, that marauder's a bit dead.
Good.
I think the missile salvo is actually quite useful, and I don't think I'm going to do what I was going to do in the first place, which is actually build twice this number.
Probably wise, yeah.
Let's see, Normal was saying all of his top torp silos are usually remote controlled. Did you use your usual huge missile launcher, then look at the AI while in combat to see how much more processing power it would need, and none. Oh, I see. Yeah, he was talking about the no processing need thing.
Really? Okay.
So I'm not sure what's going on there, but I've never. Well, it's in the missile stats that they do need processing power, and the missiles were generally inaccurate until I installed the actual processing power. So.
Do we want to do heavy barrels on these? I mean, they're going to be taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, I kind of want to make sure they stay.
I need to check the accuracy on these once I get the barrels
I've just realised something, actually. We've massively increased the weights because we've actually been adding to the hull, and now it's not actually active as a thruster craft. It's actually now technically a boat.
Yeah, we might need some more floaty power.
We do, yeah. It's still only like 1 meter in the water. But it's become several times heavier while we've been working on it. So, yeah, the previous thruster power was not enough.
Thinking maybe some Deaddy magic, or
I was going to bolt some iron.
What'd you have in mind?
I was going to put some iron thrusters onto it, actually.
That's not bad. Okay. I think I like how the barrels of these cannons are turning out. I might have to try a similar setup in one of my campaign craft. Because that just looks like it's going to hurt someone a lot. I mean, the broadside on that is oof. Yes, Existence. We were actually summoned because we're probably about to wrap up the stream here. We wanted to ask if you'd like us to continue with this arrangement.
Yeah, actually the question is, does it count as finished or not in your eyes? Do you want us to see it continue developing or not?
Exactly. Since you are, for lack of a better term, our customer here.
We are back in the air.
What? Huh?
We are back in the air.
Where? Oh. Cool.
Yeah, bank of iron thrusters for the win.
Assistant says he'd like to see it finished. I guess we could do this for part 2?
Sure, yeah. And I think I'll just upload and release this as like... this
is like 4 episodes for you, isn't it?
Well, I normally do like half-hour episodes, but I don't know how long the stream is going, so I don't know.
Because we're probably coming up on about 2.5 hours by now, I'm sure.
That's almost, yes, it's going to be like almost 5 videos worth if I do it normally. So the question is if I'm going to break it up into parts or not.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure if I was going to do any kind of editing with it up. I'm not sure if I will now, honestly. All I know is that it's eaten up at time, which would have let me actually put out a part of Small Fries instead today. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen now because of this.
Uh-oh.
Because this abomination of science. Why are you saying uh-oh?
Well, I didn't mean to cut into your recording time.
No, not recording. No, recording time. It's render time.
Oh, gotcha.
That's why I was a bit confused about what you were saying earlier, and it's like you weren't being very accurate about when you're going to be back or anything like that. So it's like, what's going on?
I wasn't quite sure how long the meeting was going to be. That's why.
But yeah, basically you said you were going to the meeting right as I finished editing together Small Fries Part 4.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's edited, but the problem was just going to be render time. It's not really going to be possible for me to actually release it today because it needs to render and upload. So it's going to be an overnight render, and then I'll put it out tomorrow.
So it's an over-ender.
Yeah, end over render. Whatever the hell that is.
I don't know, something I made up.
Fair enough. Did you change the tracking settings, by the way?
I did not.
Yeah, because if we want this thing to actually be trying to do some salvos or something, then we're going to need either that or actually install some detection on it. Actually, what is it you're waiting on to actually get? Is it getting those prefabs put together?
Oh no, those cannons are ready to go. I was just doing some decorative work.
Do they all have local weapon controllers and things like that?
Yes, they all have local weapon controllers. At least they should.
Okay. I think I'm going to give this thing the order to. Well, actually, it's just have leave it on standard naval, I suppose, because it can fire either side.
And well, how about we just go ahead and just slap on some basic detection on there and just see what happens.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I'm just going to actually give it some profile and how it acts. So it's going to act as a naval craft. It's going to its maneuvering is just going to be standard naval as well. So since it doesn't actually have any vertical control, something like that.
I'm just putting some armor in between the guns because I don't want this thing to go up like a Roman candle when it gets hit.
Yes, it's immediately trying to do something, and it's being noisy.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Do we have any enemy vehicles spawned in?
No, it got killed.
Okay. Do we want something that has a little oomph to it, or?
I guess a Kingstead. We want to see how well this thing does against some kind of armor, I suppose.
Okay. Can you grab the Kingstead and turn off its weapons for me when I spawn it in?
Sure, it'll get me away from the noise of the custom jet. So.
Okay. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we're gonna be taking some HE damage, I think.
Nice.
Why are we still?
Because it reset itself like it normally does.
I hate it when it does that. Okay. What kind of settings do you have? Oh, that was glorious. I don't know why, but we probably need to get a little more distance if we're trying to broadside this ion.
Yeah, it's on default AI settings. Hang on.
Go out to maybe 2 kilometers. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off
the
its
French
weapons.
Flying Dreadnought just wants to get. Oh, you mean the Kingstead? What?
No, I turned out the weapons for the Dreadnought because, well,
That's fine.
we can't get a good angle on it right now. But I think the Dreadnought, it needs to go to about maybe 3-4 kilometers. I mean, I'm sorry, 2-3 kilometers.
I've said it goes to 1,000 minimum. Yeah.
But does it have eyes to see where it's going?
Not really. I'm going to install some though.
Okay. Let's see here. We do have material, and we need repair bots, I think. Ooh. That is interesting what you did with the AI core there. That thing is huge. Okay.
Definitely got enough power, I think.
Yeah, power's not going to be an issue. I'm just gonna spam repair bots down here, so I can like repair stuff. Of
That's
course.
fine, yeah.
And where are eyes at?
Hang on, I'm just going to admit, since we're just getting it at least functional right now, I'm going to install some stuff Oh, I need mirror mode on first, I keep forgetting. Right, mirror mode. I'm going to install some stuff in the four corners. We do actually have some convenient mounting platforms for these.
A mounting platform?
Yeah, we've got some decent spots to put them.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm putting some in the nose at the moment, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, can you see what I'm doing up at the front?
I'm trying to.
I'm putting on the forward stabilizer blade.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, see? Then I just install a wireless at the back there.
And I'm pretty sure you have enough processing power for that.
Maybe. Also adjust it so it knows what the hell it's doing.
Yeah, you can take it off.
Yeah, it's now tracking. It is. Yep. It's
Okay.
maintaining distance, or trying to.
Hold on. Let me do something real quick.
Now it's making a beeline straight for it. How close is the target? It seems a bit confused, if I'm honest. Oh well, it just means it's going to make close passes to the target, so...
Okay. Do we want to light it up then?
Yeah, sure. Go for it. Actually, wait. We didn't install weapon controls for the main battery turrets, did we?
I don't think they're going to need them, because I would imagine Existence already has them on there.
Okay. Well. Okay. Yeah. Let's turn it on. Let's light it up then.
Actually, I'm not seeing them on here.
I'm just wondering because I don't think they turned when we were previously firing, so that's why I was asking.
Do we want to try to make those work?
Yeah. Hang on a second. Let's caps lock it.
Okay.
Just put local weapon controls underneath the aft turrets, will you?
I'm not sure if I can figure out what side of the boat I'm on. Yeah, I'm under aft. Okay, cool.
Yeah, at the back. Yeah. And then just connect them to wireless one.
We're going to connect them to a wireless one?
Yep. Well, there's only one wireless signal actually on the boat, so I'd hope you connect to the right one.
That's fair, yeah.
That's all connected. I'm also going to change the angles of the AI a bit because it's turning. It doesn't turn quickly enough for it to be responding the way it is. So.
Well, it is massive.
Exactly. Yeah, and its turning thrust is struggling as well. So it's like I'm going to say 80 degree broadside angle, and it's got to be more forgiving about where it's going to be in broadside mode as well.
Okay.
No, oh wait, no, sorry. Whoops. Broadside minimum range it was still set at 100. That's why I was getting so close. I was changing the wrong settings. Don't mind me.
Okie dokie.
Okay, got it. That's now set up correctly. So yeah, feel free to cut it loose, I suppose.
Alright, weapons hot right now.
Rear cannon firing.
It's shooting itself.
On what? Which weapons?
I don't know, but I saw a bunch of block confetti fall off the butt of our boat.
Not sure what's that. Oh, I forgot to set the missile launchers to free fire. Hang on.
We're going high for some reason.
Well, all the detection is actually at the front at the moment, so. So it doesn't actually have an accurate detection for that. trying to.
Exactly what guns are firing the tracers?
Those,
for some reason the mains aren't turning.
The mains are turning. Oh, I
Not
never gave this part of wireless. There we go. That's what was missing.
Ooh.
Yeah, no wonder the missiles weren't working. They weren't actually connected. Right, so what was it you were saying was wrong?
The mains don't seem to be working. But I think I may have fudged something when I was trying to armor up the turret necks. Because they're not turning completely.
Hang on, I need to finish the missile launcher. It is incomplete, that's why it's misfiring now.
That broadside's kind of cool though, you gotta admit.
This is true.
Yeah, the high explosive broadside, I think I like how that turned out. Now if only hash worked correctly. That'd be stupidly devastating. Normal's like, put rams on the bottom.
Could work.
Yeah, that would be funny. Yeah, put rams on the bottom of something, and then when it's like sitting over the target, just turn all your propulsion off. Ash. But you could call it Mjolnir.
Could do. Okay, there we go. That should get the launcher working properly now.
I think the range on your missiles are a little shorter than what you're giving them credit for. They seem to explode themselves when they're about maybe 150 meters away from the target.
I think I just built the launchers too big, if I'm honest. They are struggling to launch properly. Oh, jeez. Maybe they need bigger missiles or something.
Yeah, they're not even getting close.
Okay, yeah, they... Have you seen the dance that they do at the front of the ship?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is one of the drawbacks of this launcher style. It's like, yeah, it only works to a certain number of missiles as well, and I've gone beyond that number.
Yeah. The main turrets probably need a little work because I might have fucked up something trying to armor that. But that's an easy fix.
How do the side missiles work? Sorry, the side turrets.
Side missiles? Oh.
No, turrets.
Yeah, the side turrets seem to be working fine, as far as I can tell. They're not firing all at the same time, but it'd be kind of nice if they worked in like a salvo. So they just like pew 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 pew. I just went boom, you know, where they all fire at once. But yeah.
I think my real question is, how is the Kingstead doing? Ooh, it's looking mildly shredded.
Yeah, 80%. Maybe a torpedo dropper. Because Onyx Watchcraft, I noticed, have this problem where they will still like be above 80% health, but most of the craft will be below the water line.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's something you've noticed as well, but it is an issue. definitely getting lit up though. I think we could probably finish this thing off in one more episode. What do you think, Ian?
Yeah, I think maybe one more stream. I'm going to be honest. Something I was thinking of doing was like adding an underside turret set as well. Just because this is actually a flying boat rather than...
Yeah, I could totally, yeah.
Yeah, so just so it doesn't need to be that many, but that's something so the underside isn't just like bare as it is at the moment, you know?
We probably have the room for it, I'd imagine.
Doesn't even have to, well, it could just be deck guns and things, it doesn't have to be dug in. If we dig it in, then we're going to have to rearrange some stuff. But yeah, it's,
yeah. We
by the way,
make it work.
Your ammo supply is running dry, that's why the rate of fire is dropping.
Ah. Well, it doesn't have any ammo processors either, so...
You were the one saying we didn't need them.
I didn't say we didn't need them. I just said I don't like using them because they use up materials. But since we're doing this all in creative, I guess it doesn't matter.
Not as such. I just turned off so we can try and... Yeah, it's just taking its time to reload everything now.
Yeah, I'm gonna slap some processors in here. Hold on.
Benzo is saying, do we mind reviewing the Zimarka remake before the stream ends? Again, it's incomplete.
Benzo, knowing your craft, it's gonna take a lot longer than what I got.
Yeah, and I'm flaking now, so it's time I was stopping as well. This stream was meant to just be about like mucking about with this
more or less, yes.
Flying Dreadnought that we've got going on, which I think has actually turned out pretty well. Okay, we've actually got things reloaded. I'm going to open fire again.
If you put it in the chat though, Benzo, we'd eventually get to it. I don't know when, but we try to.
Maybe a separate chat for reviews or something, I suppose.
Maybe. It's something to think about in the future.
Yeah, it's firing salvos now because I let it recharge.
Oh, very good. Yeah, I put in a bunch of ammo processors, so I'm sure that's helping. We'll think about it, Benzo. I don't want to make any promises that I'm not sure I can keep or not, so that's why I'm not giving
the only promise about next episode is that we're going to be working on this thing.
Yeah.
If we do as a different stream though, then that's up in the air.
Yeah. That's why I said in the Discord chat for this that it's going to be first come first serve. So, yeah. Because we only have so much time in a day, and me and Iana only have so much time that we can do these stream together. So, yeah.
I mean, this is what our second attempt to even try and do this. We tried to do it last week, but I was busy.
Yeah, you got a little caught up in something. I forgive you for that, but just don't do it again.
Aww.
But I think so far, aside from the issue with the main guns, this is I think this has been a success so far.
Yeah, it's definitely worked out okay. I've turned the weapon systems off again, by the way.
Okay. It probably needs more ammo storage or ammo processors. It seems to lack
high impact weaponry overall, if I'm honest.
You're probably right, but that's probably what the mains would be intended for, so yeah.
So it is actually a French ship of the line then, what we've built so far, by Existence's definition.
Good to know, I suppose.
Well, you called it a hotel, and it has lots of guns and things on it. Lots of secondaries and things. So.
Oh yeah, it's just loaded to the gills with DECA now, but we can still put more DECA on this thing. I mean, come on. Actually, I wouldn't mind putting some heavy missile launchers on this.
Yeah, I was thinking of that as well, but that can come next time.
Oh yeah,
I need to rebuild the 4 tubes anyway. I mean, it's like it's cool having 96 missiles coming out of just like 4 1 meter by 1 meter holes at the front, but unfortunately the launcher is just not stable when you build that many into it.
I also think we need some kind of torpedo dropper too, just to get targets below the water line. But other than that, yeah.
And don't know if you noticed, but we've stabilised at like 1 kilometre-ish distance as well now, so
That's great.
it's holding itself fairly steady.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're ready, then we can call it.
Yeah, I think we can call it. Would you like to send us out, Ian?
You're the one streaming, I'm doing a recording.
Oh, okay. Well, this has been Dama.82, and me and Ian have just done our first episode of Ion at Mark III and Dama.82 do a Pimp Mah Boat. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Y'all have yourselves a hell of a day and take care.
Yeah,
bye.
Take care, everyone. See you later.
I think that went well.